Hey guys, this is Lovin Meets with Anthony Rodriguez and Max Anstie. They are two Supercross legends. They're in town ahead of the FIM World Supercross Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. They gave us the rundown of what actually happens on race day. And guys, it blew my mind. Please take a listen. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Calling all Supercross fans, Abu Dhabi is hosting its first ever international Supercross event, the FIM World Supercross Abu Dhabi Grand Prix on November 4th and 5th. It's all happening down at the Etihad Arena on Yas Island, and here to tell us more about it, we're going to be joined by two Supercross superstars, Anthony Rodriguez and Max Anstie. Thank you so much for joining the show. How are you guys doing?
Doing well, thank you. Cheers, that was all.
Thank you for having us.
Not at all. I appreciate your time, guys. Welcome to the UAE. Have you had a chance to get out and get some practice ahead of the event?
Yeah, we managed to get out of the desert a little bit yesterday. We're feeling Anthony's had a good look around. Yeah, we're loving it here.
What's the terrain like? What's it like going as fast as you can on the UAE dunes? Like, it must be pretty exhilarating.
Yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to basically put it off. Then it's a little bit different than our sport, but it was definitely a fun activity to do yesterday. For the race, it's actually something we never get to see the third or the track that we're racing until the day of the race. So that's something that we have to be proactive and break the track quick. So that's another challenging part of the sport as well.
Massively. So you have no idea what the loops are going to be. It's not like F1 where you go to get practice. You don't know what's coming up on the day.
Yeah, not at all. We get 15-minute practices.
Yeah, exactly. We've got to learn fast.
Well, so as in, can you describe what a Supercross event is like to us? Like I said, it's the first time it's coming to Abu Dhabi, so you need to give us a rundown of what's actually going to happen on the day.
So, Supercross, we have qualifying in the morning. We're racing dirt bikes in the stadium. The track is, I don't know, between 45 seconds and a minute long. We have qualifying, and then we go into our races, our main event racing. There's big showing between all of that. There's pyrotechnics, DJs, freestyle events, and then the 20 of the best, the world's fastest Supercross racers in the 250 and 450 class go racing it, and we try and go as fast as we can and not crash and end up getting to the finish line. That front place. There's jumps and a track. We've got the three main events. It's going to be very intense. A lot of hard racing. Unlike an F1 or car racing, it's contact's allowed in our sport. So that's the way we move forward and pass guys. Without taking yourself out, you've got to be able to jump and pass the guys as fast as you can. So yeah.
I'm going to stop you right there. You're allowed contact in the middle of this race. What speeds are you going? You're saying the bikes are allowed to touch? You're allowed to push people out of the way?
Yes, to an extent. There was a limit to it. There's rules to it. You can do what's called a block pass. You cannot do what's called a T-bone. A block pass is where you cut the guy's line. So basically, you're making him brake. You are allowed to hit as low as your front wheel is ahead of his knee, basically. And if you hit him below or behind the knee, that's not allowed. But it can get very tactical, and some people end up going down. I think be surprised. There's a lot of contact that actually goes on. That's pretty hard hitting in ourselves, and nobody goes down, because we grow up learning how to take a hit or take a hit.
So what would your strategy, if you make it to the top 20, what would your strategy be for that final race? Are you just saying go as fast and hard as I can? Are you looking at other competitors? Are you planning to bring someone down? Like, are you guys rivals or are you mates on the track?
It's the start. The start is very important. Now, unlike a car race, even if you qualify first, you start on a straight line. So we start our grid straight instead of having first place clearly ahead. Some of the line selection gate could be better for a guy who qualifies first, but that guy still is not guaranteed to get first place start. So the fastest guy could be coming to the pack. It's get out the gate, get out the front, and try and sprint would be the easiest way, but that doesn't always happen. You've got to plan your passes and move forward and be smart and not do anything too silly. But in this intense sport, you know, there's going to be clashes and people, there's carnage everywhere. So you've got to try and avoid that.
So logical, but taking risks all at the same time. Love it. So you're in the UAE. We have epic terrain for motocross, for supercross. How do you get into the sport? Like, how long have you guys been doing it to get to peak level? For anyone watching, if they want to join, how do you get involved?
Well, I'm a second generation racer. My dad gave me my first bike when I was 4 years old, and I've been doing it ever since. But it's not that difficult to get into it if you don't know about the sport. There's plenty of trainers out there. The community is very welcoming. So if you got questions to ask, just park next to the rider of the track and they'll lead the way. It's not that difficult, actually. It's pretty easy to get into the sport. What becomes difficult is to get to a level. It's something you have to do like any other Olympic sport. I mean, we train minimum of 5 to 6 days a week, whether that's on the bike or on the gym. We have trainers, diets, fitness is a big part of it. It's very demanding sport. My average heart rate for a 20-minute moto is around 195 to 200. So it's a lot more intense that people get to see from the outside.
Wow. And what about yourself, Max? How did you get involved?
Yeah, same kind of thing. I was 3 years old and could never remember a time without bikes in my life. You know, I can't remember anything before bikes. So that's it. Apart from being injured here and there and having some weeks off for that, I've always been riding and training, and it's kind of what I was meant to do, and here we are.
Tell me quickly, before we get back to the event, what speeds are you going? How high are you jumping? And do you know what's going through your mind when you're pulling off those types of stunts?
So we've been doing it for a long time. It just comes natural to us. It's more of a muscle memory thing. Triple jumps are around 75 feet, I believe. They're similar from track to track, so you kind of know how fast you need to hit it. You have something to add to that?
I mean, 2-3 stories up in the air, and I mean, yesterday we've gone pretty fast on the F1 track. We got to do a tour of the F1 track on our bikes and done a few wheelies down the straight. And
epic.
Yeah, I don't actually know the top speed, but the bikes are going pretty fast. And it's very close. That's the thing. Like, we could be this far apart from each other, jumping a jump that's 75 feet. And 3 stories in the air. So, it's tight, very intense. You don't want to make a mistake in that scenario, especially when you're in the air, because it's a long way to fall.
Yeah, our wheels are almost off the ground more than they are on the ground, so we're not going that fast. It's a very difficult sport, so it's more about technique and stuff like that, where it differs a little bit from motocross, where you get to go a little faster because you're outdoors. Supercross is more like jump, 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 turn, jump, jump, jump.
Acceleration, and short, sharp stuff.
You know, I have to be honest, I'm learning a lot more about Supercross as I chat to you guys, and I'm waiting for the Netflix show like tennis, golf. Yeah, but this sounds like so thrilling. Very quickly, 4th and 5th of November at the Etihad Arena, the FIM World Supercross Championship is coming for the very first time. What can we expect as an audience?
Oh, man, for you guys, it's going to be an intense, action-packed show for sure. There's our main event, which is the top 20 guys in the world, showcasing their skills here in Abu Dhabi, and being able to race at this level all around the world is pretty something special. There's pyrotechnics, and there's freestyle motocross, there's backflips and stuff involved with all of that. There's DJs. It's a big show, and then our main events go head to head as fast as we can to take that gold medal.
Well, guys, wishing you the very best of luck. 2 legends of the sport, Anthony Rodriguez and Max Anstie. Thank you so much for your time today. I truly appreciate it. Have a blast at Abu Dhabi, and we'll see you at the live show. Thank you so much.